Good evening, everybody. Tonight, I have one of our B2 students who has just finished his level, and tonight he's going to do his presentation. Eric, please introduce yourself.
My name is Erick Criollo, and here is a brief introduction about transgenic food.
Okay, Eric, you can start whenever you're ready.
Okay, and genetically modified food is discussed an example of controversial relation between a scientific approach and the demand of citizens, consumers to use products of science innovation. GM plants are organisms whose genomes have been modified applying recombinant techniques by transferring extra genes or modulating genes already present in the species. Broadly speaking, transgenic food are the result of genetic engineering process in which an organism is genetically modified to remove or add some characteristics in order to obtain better products. The first GM plant generation dates back already 13 years in 1983. There, 3 independent groups announced successful transfer of bacterial genes into plants, producing tobacco and petunias resistant to antibiotics. Thereafter, genes transfer technology increased and the agro-food genetic applications as well. Therefore, solutions of some human questions appears, such as food resource enough to be available to the increasing world population, generation of healthier food with enhanced nutritional values, development of agricultural practice more respectful to the environment issues, based on crops constructed to be resistant to the most relevant pest and disease, so free from chemical protection. Okay. Transgenic animals. The genetic engineering allows animals to be modified to different applications, ranging from the improvement of domestic breeds to use animals as drugs factories. And genetic modification is carried out by 2 ways: by nullifying or altering certain genes present in the species, so these modifications pass on to offsprings, and or by transferring genes to a species from other animals in the same species or from different species. And the first genetically animal was a mouse in 1980. 2 years later, researchers introduced a rat growth hormone gene into the mouse. As a result, the mouse grew up much faster than the other controls. And these and other experiments demonstrate that a gene from another species could be introduced into a mouse and become functional and be passed on to offsprings. And currently there are transgenic codes which are able to produce anticoagulant protein in the others. And this product is the first drug produced by transgenic animal, and it has already been approved by regulatory agencies in Europe and USA. The application of this technology is called molecular farming and consists of using animals such as molecular factories. There are several projects in these directions to obtain some drugs in milk from cows, pigs, sheep, goats, and even chicken eggs. Okay. And the advantage, the discussion of use of transgenic has increased the demands of consumers and producers. And it's now essential to be willing to use this kind of alterations in order to enter the food market. Almost the most relevant advantage, we have resistance to pathogens such as insects, viruses, fungi, and bacteria, resistant to adverse factors such as drought, soil, salinity, frost, modifications of compositions like protein, fatty acids, and carbohydrates, and improvement production's quality. And disadvantage. At present, there is a great deal of controversy about transgenic food, as many organizations are warning about the different risk involved to their use. Such is the main concern that arise when consuming as the new product will this be harmful to my health? In this case, the only problem deriving from these products is that some people may be allergic to them. Among the most relevant disadvantage, we have endangered biodiversity, increased production by reduced employment, loss of agricultural techniques in balance with nature, monopoly of production companies, and may cause allergies and resistance to antibiotics.
Before you continue, Eric, can you go back to the previous slide, please?
Yes.
In here, can you please explain in this picture why the color is different in the products?
Okay, and the color could be just a selection of the scientists, and or could be because they have more protein or compound. For example, potassium. The bananas have lots of potassium, and could be the reason of the different colors.
So I can consume either of them and they are still healthy for me or not?
Yeah, it's the most important objective of the transgenic food is the improve and the obtain better enhance nutritional values in fruits. For example, in using more potassium, be more healthier could be healthier for me.
Okay, now I understood it. Okay, sorry, carry on. Thank you.
Okay, and yeah, okay, and the last disadvantage is may cause allergies. No, yeah, I passed. No,
Yeah,
and may cause allergies
that.
and resistance to antibiotics. Okay, and the last examples. Among the most relevant examples, the most famous is the tomatoes sarf. This was the first transgenic food commercialized in 1944. Since 1994 to 1999, and it had enzymes are innovated to slow down decomposition time, and made increase the size and weight of animals and accelerate the speed of the ground. And some countries are experimenting with salmon, specifically in Canada and Panama. Salmon is called aqua advantage, and which is modified with growth hormone, resulting in a salmon ready for sale in half in time. The another is molecular farming, how I said, to generate some drugs. And others like gold rice, papaya, soybeans, another in general in fruits. Thank you.
Oh, that's very interesting. I have never actually read about transgenic food. I've only seen, excuse me, a small topic about it, but I haven't investigated. So can you please tell me why have you chosen this topic?
Okay, I chose this topic because I think that is an interesting subject, and I think personally in a few years, many of products that we consume could become genetically modified or said transgenic food.
Okay, and I remember in your previous presentation, you spoke about a subject which it comes from science. Do you like science, Eric?
Yes, yes, I like it.
Yes. What is that interests you the most about science?
Introduce a mouse.
Yeah, the most. What is the most interesting topic about science that you like?
Uh, uh, in my life, I don't know.
Do you like
I have a
everything about
topic.
science?
I don't have a specialty topic because I think that there are some fields in the science. For example, in physics, I think quantum mechanics. In biology, genetic modifications. It is transgenic food, or for cures for some special disease like AIDS, cancer. I don't know. And another maths, uh, I said, they solve the most important problems in the last century. Um, Chemistry with polymers, I think. I have a lot of topics.
Yeah, so you like the complicated things. That's good.
Yeah.
Now, to finalize your presentation, Eric, please tell us your experience with us in ILC English Institute.
Oh, how I said, I'm very pleasant with the teachers. I think that there was a nice, a really nice experience. I think the class activities, extra activities in the the Saturdays, really, and the community activities. I think that what experience was different to receive class in the college. It's really, I think that in this in this course, I learned to express reading a lot, and really, and the vocabulary. I think that, and the vocabulary for the real life, I think that it was very good.
Okay, well, I am really glad to hear that from you, Eric. You have improved a lot, and I hope that whatever that you have set your goal in the future, you can achieve it. I wish you all the very best, and it was lovely to have you here with us in ILC. Okay, thank you so much for your presentation, and good luck in the future, Eric. See you soon.
Just thank you. Very well, thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. Goodbye, Eric.
Goodbye, teacher.